What's going on, guys? It's another day, beautiful day. I actually was driving around and wow, what a beautiful day it's been here in South Florida. It's been raining for the past 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm just excited that it is actually a nice, sunny, beautiful day. You guys have been loving these videos, and I've been posting on podcasts, and you guys been listening there. So keep watching these videos on podcasts because it helps us grow that podcast and keep sharing as well. Also, leave, comments, not comments, but reviews on the podcast if you keep liking it. Anyways, let's get into this video. As the title says, I'm going to teach you guys how to be a productivity master, basically, and show you what you can do to be more productive when you're going throughout your day. Many of these tips come from famous billionaires, people that have made so much money with their businesses and they're still productive. There's, for example, Richard Branson. He has hundreds of businesses and he still takes time to do, kite surfing or whatever. He loves to do that. That's his workout. He does that as a workout, and he still takes time to do that like every morning. There's this other female that she makes sure that she's done by 5:30 or 4:30 in the afternoon, just because she wants to spend the rest of that night with her family, because for her, family is the most important thing. So whatever it is that you want, or for whatever reason you want to be more productive, this is the video you need to watch. I'm going to give you a few tips and show you how you can be more productive. And whatever the reason is, if you want it because you want to spend more time with your family, that's my reason. The reason I want to be more productive, the reason that I want to spend, 9-10 hours at work and do as much as I can at work, is because I want to spend more time with my family. To me, that's the most important thing. Or you can be working out more, focusing on something else, on your hobbies, whatever it is. But being productive is very, very important. And that's something that I advocate a lot here in the office, because most of the time you don't learn how to be productive in school. You don't learn how to be productive from other jobs. It's something that you either learn it yourself, or you've had a good manager that taught you how to be productive, and that's why you're productive. And I think I had a little bit of both. I had a good manager that taught me how to be productive, and I learned that some stuff by myself to be able to pack as much as I can in a day and be able to not so much pack, let me clarify that, complete as much as possible through a day, so I can, do whatever else I needed to do. But all right, so I've been rambling enough for this intro. So before we started, I want to talk to you guys about our sponsor, Rose Gold and Black. Rose Gold and Black has sponsored this video, and they're having an amazing sale. This is the Black Friday month. It's not even a Black Friday day. They're doing a Black Friday month. And let me tell you guys need to take advantage of this right now. Right now, if you click the link down below, you're going to hit our landing page. On our landing page, you're going to get 45% off anything on that landing page. If that wasn't enough, if you use the coupon code down below, you can get an extra 10% off these amazing necklaces right here. This is the new collection that Rose Gold and Black is having right now, and this is the Odyssey collection. In this collection, you get basically an extra 10% off if you use the coupon code. So you're getting basically 55% off. That's amazing. This is one of the coolest necklaces that they've done. I love when they do something minimal, and they've done it again with the Odyssey collection. It's very minimal. It has a chain and this little pendant on it, and it looks amazing. Now, this one is the sterling silver one. This is a 925 sterling silver, and this one's more premium. They have other colors. They have a silver one. They have a vintage silver. They have the sterling silver, and they have a all black, and they have a rose gold as well. Now, this is one of my favorite collections. I've loved the minimal bar collection. I've loved the minimal bead collection, but this one is amazing. Check out Rose Gold and Black, guys. This deal is going to be going on for the rest of the month. So this whole month of November is Black Friday month. It's not just going to be a day, it's going to be the whole month. And because you're family of the Zunigas, you get that 55% off the Odyssey collection, or just a 45% off if you just hit our landing page. Everything else on their website is going to be 30% off if you just go to rosegoldandblack.com. But why are you going to do that? Click the link down below, get an extra 15% off, and get an extra 10% off if you use the coupon code. Now, let's continue with our video. All right, the first thing that you want to do if you want to be productive is eliminate meetings. Mark Cuban, Elon Musk, even Bezos, they don't like meetings, and I see why. Make sure you eliminate meetings that are useless. There's some meetings sometimes that are useless. Make sure they're important. There's actual information going on. If there's no actual information going on, eliminate them and just keep on going. You can focus that time on something more important and use your time for something that is actually going to be useful than just sitting around and just getting useless information. Just look at this example. If, for example, you have 10 people in a meeting and you pay them for the heck of it, and easy math, let's say you're paying them $30 an hour, and you give them useless information, you just paid $300 in that hour for useless information, plus your time. So you're going to tell me that's going to be useful? Of course not. They can be doing something more important for you, and you can be doing something more important with your time as well. All right, the next one is schedule the deep work, the most important things in the morning. And this one comes from the Airbnb co-founder. He makes sure that everything first, he schedules everything that's important first. Every task that needs to be done, and if he has a task list, everything that needs importance is on the top. Make sure that everything that's important is on the top. And then everything that's important that's on the top, he makes sure that he does it in the morning. The morning is when you have the most brain power. You're awake, you're refreshed, you had your cup of coffee already, so you're ready to go. In the afternoon, you already had lunch. You're thinking about going home, seeing your family if you have a family, or if you have friends that you want to hang out. You're thinking about that. So make sure you're doing everything in the morning. Get it all done and over, especially the harder stuff. Like I said, your brain power is already, you're already awake, and you have more brain power, and you can get all that stuff done in the morning than leaving it at the afternoon. Also, the cool thing about putting everything in your task list, the most important things focused all on the top, is because if you start doing your task list and you start combining important things with non-important things, things that can wait 2 to 3 days, you're gonna start, your body and you gonna start looking at the things that are less important or easier to do, and you're gonna start doing those. And then that day you're gonna have it wasted with things that really are not that important, that could have waited 2 to 3 days. And the important stuff, because they were harder, or because they took a little bit more work, so that exposes you to procrastination. You're gonna start doing the easy ones and completing those easy ones, and just leaving the harder ones to the side. So make sure you have the most important on the top and focus on those, and then do those in the morning. The next one is write everything down. So this one comes from Aristotle Onassis. If you know who he is, was this famous ship fleet owner. He was a billionaire. He was, because he passed away. He said to always write everything down on a notebook, and people still today do that, like Bill Gates and Bezos. They write things down just because, like he said, if you don't write it down, you're going to forget. So make sure you write. If it's an idea, somebody you just met, somebody, interesting information, you got their number, good network you had there, write it down. Write their name, what was so interesting about them, their position, etc., their phone number. That way you won't forget. If it's an idea or a business idea, or just a song, or a TikTok or a video idea, write it down, because if not, you're going to forget. If it's not written, you're going to forget. And that was his philosophy. The next one is from Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett said to keep your calendar simple. I have a problem with that, because I actually don't keep I write everything on my calendar, because that's the easiest way for me to remember some stuff, but it makes sense. Make sure your calendar is simple. What you should do is have a task list and a calendar, and instead of having a bunch of different tasks on your calendar and having it looking crazy, just write the most important stuff on your calendar. That way you can focus on those important stuff. And if you see that coming up on the day, it's like, all right, you know that's important, so because it's on the calendar, so you focus on that. And then you have your task list of important and least important stuff. Richard Branson is the next one, and he says to delegate lower priority tasks. So what he wants you to do, for example, there's this question like, why do rich people have somebody buying their groceries and cooking for them? First, because they can afford it. Second, because they can be doing something better with their time. So imagine you going to the grocery store, spending, if you're worth billions like these guys, or even millions, and you're going to the grocery store, and instead of spending an hour in a grocery store, let's say that your time is worth $300 an hour, instead of using that hour to buy groceries, you could have paid somebody, let's say $20 an hour to go buy those groceries, and you still have $280 left. So you could could have worked that hour, make $300, just pay $20 to somebody to buy you the groceries, and you could still have $280. If you would have gone to buy groceries yourself, you would have basically wasted $300. So it definitely makes sense. If you're the boss of something, you can delegate something. Learn how to delegate. I think that's one of the most important things to do. Learn how to delegate and give people things to do and trust them to do those things. That way you can focus on the bigger picture and they can focus on the smaller tasks that are just wasting your time that you can be using for something more important. The other one is don't multitask. And this one comes from this Australian billionaire, and his name, Mike Cannon-Brookes. He said that a lot of people can multitask. He was one of them. He was able to multitask, and he was able to do 2 things at a time or even 3 things, and he was very good, better than a lot of other people. But the problem with multitasking is that there are studies that have shown that it reduces your productivity by 40%. So even though you think you're great at multitasking, you could have been doing better if you just focus on one item and then you move to another item and then you move to the other item after you finish that task. I don't focus on 100 different things at once. I focus on one thing, I finish it, and then I move to the other thing. And I've noticed that that's the best way to do things. And like I said, I advocate this around the office because a lot of people want to multitask and they get distracted easier. They start emailing somebody and then, another email, and they try to answer that other email. 2 hours go by and they've gotten all these tasks that they want to work on at the same time, and they haven't done anything. So always stop multitasking, always focus on one task at a time and make sure you finish it and then you move to the other one. And the next one is from one of the co-founders of Facebook, Dustin Moskovitz. He co-founded Facebook with Mark Zuckerberg, and then he went to co-found another company, Asana, I think it's called. And his tip is to have themed days, and I love that because I actually do that as well. So basically what themed days is you have your days, all right? So you have Monday to Friday or Monday to Sunday, however much days you work, and you have them themed. So for example, how I do it is Mondays I have administrative stuff that I do. Tuesdays I focus on essentials. Wednesdays I focus on J Black. Thursdays I'll focus on videos and editing, etc. So I always have themed days, and he has themed days too. So for example, he'll have meetings on Mondays, he'll have Tuesdays for creating new products, Wednesdays for just focusing on marketing and strategy and stuff like that. So having themed days actually helps a lot because that's all you're focusing on. So let's say you're doing YouTube and you're like, all right, so Mondays I'm looking at it, all right, so I have 5 videos I have to do. I'll just bang them down on Monday. And let's say Mondays is for recording, Tuesdays for editing, and then Wednesday is for thinking about a new idea to, for a new product or whatever. And then Thursdays is just meetings with the editors and the videographer and the people that are, the COO or whatever. So that's, in my opinion, the best way to do it. And I do it, and it actually helps a lot. It makes things so much easier. It does, because I'm not thinking about anything else but that task. So this is what I do. So I have theme days. I don't think about anything else but the tasks for those theme days. I have the most important ones on the top, and I do them in the morning. In the afternoon, I do the easier ones, the ones that don't take so much brain power, and then I can get done real quick. I can even get them done in my sleep and just get them done as fast as possible. And that has helped me a lot. And I don't multitask. I focus on one item and I move to the other one when I'm done. And I've been able to basically do so much work in the time period that I'm in the office that compared to other people, it's a lot of work. And I've been doing that since I was working as a lawyer. I was able to focus on things, have theme days, and focus on one item, have the important ones. And I was able to do more in 8 hours than a lot of people could do in 2 days. And I'm still learning on how to be more productive, but with just the things I know, anywhere I go, I can always outwork anybody in 8 hours that they can do in 2 days, just because I know how to do the best productivity. And of course, I have my down days that you sometimes, you're just, your body's tired, you're tired, mentally tired, that it's okay to take a break. Do the easy things. Next day, you hit it up again, and you hit it up with these tips, and you're gonna have an amazing day that is gonna be productive with a lot of work done. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed these tips. These tips are fundamental in anything or whatever you do. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. And remember to leave a review for the podcast. And remember to check out Rose Gold and Black for their amazing Black Friday deal. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.